Bro, hey you.
Here, bro.
You just smoke around, bro. I have many problems and you're just messing around.
I have same problems, bro. Girls, bro. They always create problems in life. I told you not to go with them.
You're right. Don't know why my life is like this.
Women, bro, we should keep them in their positions.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it's my problem. I should be
Not
more
your
strict.
problem. It's not the woman, it's her problem, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're right.
You should teach her a lesson
Yeah.
so you can make your mind more faster.
Okay, bro. See you.
Call me.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing here? Why is this house a mess?
Why can't you clean it? I'm working, you see?
As if you have a lot of work.
Oh, as if you're the manager of the company.
Don't talk this much.
I will talk.
My friends was right. My life is a hell now. Why is my life like this? What wrong I have done? This is a slut now.
I should have never married this man. If I listened to my father, I wouldn't be in the hellhole. This guy smokes every day, drinks every day, do nothing for his family. God, I'll be stuck in this family forever. I can't live like this. Not anymore. Look at this. Smoking.
Shut up, you!
God, why can't you stop smoking for once? And this is his house. Can't you do something right for once?
This is my
please?
house. Who are you to command me?
This is not your house. God, I'm stuck in this hellhole. Maybe I should have listened to my father and married another man. I could have lived happily. God. What? Ah! Ah! How dare you? How dare you touch me? Ah! Ah! No! No! Ah! Ah! Hi Amma. Hi Appa. I am writing this letter to you in regards. I wish you are all doing well. I am also doing fine. I miss you. I miss our home. I miss your care and affection. I know I made a mistake in marrying this guy against your wishes. But at that time I was young. I thought he would love me. And he did then. But I didn't know he was acting all that. But now, ever since he married me, he changed a lot. He's arguing with me, fighting over little things. He comes home very drunk with his friends. I don't know if I should do this, keep doing this again and again. I try to forgive him, but sometimes I can't. I just need to visit you once, but then my husband is not allowing. He doesn't even allow me to go out. What's me? I miss you, Papa. I miss you, Mummy. Come visit me sometimes.
What are you writing?
Nothing.
Show me.
No.
Hey,
What nonsense. Give it to me.
go.
Your Honor, I stand before this court today to argue that the accused Govinda must be held accountable for the grave and violent action he inflicted upon his young wife. It is a contention of this prosecution that this acts amount not just to culpable homicide, but to murder under Section 300 of the Indian Penal Code. The facts as presented as undisputable. The accused brutally accused his wife, a mere child of 12 or 13 years. He did not merely strike her once. He delivered repeated blows with his fist and then in a horrified escalation implied on her chest and struck her face multiple times. This was not a single moment of rashness. It was a continuous violent assault, displaying a total disregard for human life. We asked the court to consider the severity and the nature of these actions. The medical evidence reveals that the violence of these blows leading to a fatal injury to the brain. Even if the accused did not explicitly intend to kill, the actions taken were sufficient enough for the ordinary cause of nature to cause the woman till death. This satisfies the elements under clause 3 of section 300 IPC, which is BNS of section 101 of BNS, which states that an act is murder if the bodily injury intended is sufficient in the ordinary cause of death of nature to the death. The prosecution respectfully submits that Govinda's intent can be intended from his actions. He did not take strike and blow in self-defense, nor was there any provocation. He knew that the kneeling on his chest and the repeated attack on her vital organs would lead her to death. We contend that the court sufficiently take this as a sufficient case that would amount to murder, and his intention was to end her life in murder. Thank you.
We represent the respondent in the case R versus Govinda. This matter revolves around the interpretation of intention versus culpable negligence in the act attributed to my client. The prosecution alleges murder under section 302 of the Indian Penal Code. Yet, we contend that the evidence aligns more closely with the culpable homicide, not amounting to murder, under section 304. Our argument hinges on the lack of premeditation and the absence of clear intent to kill, which are essential elements to constitute a murder. The incident, while tragic, arose out of a sudden quarrel in the heat of passion. The act was not deliberate but impulsive, resulting in unintended consequences. This is in line with the precedent set by the historic interpretation of R versus Govinda, where the court differentiated between the degrees of culpability based on intent and circumstances. We respectfully urge the court to consider the proportionality of the act and its consequences, apply the appropriate legal standards, and deliver justice that aligns with both the law and the facts of this case. Thank you.
This court has carefully examined the evidence and arguments presented by both the prosecution and defense in this case. The matter before us requires a determination of whether the actions of the accused Govinda amount to murder under section 300 of Indian Penal Code or constitute culpable homicide not amounting to murder. The facts of the case are distressing. The accused Govinda subjected his young wife to a brutal assault. He kicked her, struck her multiple times with his fist, and after she fell to the ground, placed his knee on her chest and delivered several blows on her face. The resulting injury caused an accumulation of blood in the brain, leading to her death shortly thereafter. The prosecution has argued for a conviction under section 101, contending that the actions of the accused demonstrate clear and intent to cause severe injury, if not outright intent to kill. The medical evidence corroborates that the blows were forceful and dangerous, suggesting an imminent risk of death. However, upon thorough review of sections 100 and 101 of BNS, it is evident that while the actions of the accused were reckless and violent, there is insufficient evidence of a direct intention to kill. The distinction between culpable homicide and murder hinges on intent and the knowledge of the probable outcome of the act. In this case, the court finds that although Govinda's actions were highly reckless and exhibit a wanton disregard to the victim's safety, they did not meet the essentials of the murder. That is, section 101 of BNS. Specifically, there is no clear proof that the accused knew his actions would likely result in beyond death. Therefore, this court rules that the accused is guilty of culpable homicide not amounting to murder, that is 100 of BNS. The sentence is accordingly set as 7 years of prison. This decision upholds the need of justice while respecting the legal definitions and distinctions laid out in the BNS.
The Reg vs. Govinda case, decided in 1876, is a landmark in distinguishing the culpability and the murder in case of offense to death. In Indian law, in this case, Govinda, an 18-year-old guy, attacked his young wife by striking her and kneeling on her chest, causing to death. Although his actions were violent, the court determined there was no clear intent to kill. as the bodily injury inflicted was not sufficient enough to cause death in the normal course of nature. The case clarified the distinction between Section 299 and 300 of the Indian Penal Code. But now, according to the 2020 amendment, the BNS under Section 101, culpability to homicide and murder has been classified. Murder, however, involves either intent to cause death or knowledge that the action will almost certainly result in death. In this case, the Justice Melville judgment held that Govind's action met the criteria for culpable homicide and not amounting to murder, leading to a sentence of 7 years rather than the death penalty. The case remains a critical reference in understanding the fine legal designations in case involving violent harm leading to death. The Sessions Court initially convicted Govind of murder. However, on appeal, Justice Melville on the same case analyzed the intent and degree of harm caused, comparing the legal definitions of murder and culpable homicide. He concluded that there was no clear intent to cause death, but the actions done was leaded to death. Instead, it was deemed culpable homicide not amounting to murder by the Justice Melville bench, punishable under 304 of IPC rather than Section 302. The Raghuvar Govinda case of 1876 is an essential precedent in Indian law for distinguishing between culpable homicide and murder under Section 299 and 300 of the Indian Penal Code and punishable under Section 304 and 302 of IPC. Here now revised BNS Section 100 and 101 of BNS, culpable homicide and murder.